What's going on, guys? Colonel Indiana Longnuts here, and we're gonna do our September update. Hope everybody's doing well, enjoying the game, and getting everything they want. Um, as you can see, I've got this new defense with a couple new heroes in it, and this defense holds really nicely. Keeps me above 3,100 cups when I'm offline, and it's really strong. Yukinen is one of these new heroes that we're going to be seeing at tank very often, and he is super strong. So there's about a week left in the portal for him, and if you don't have him, I hope you can get him rather easily. He is a beast. The other hero is Luna, who is from the Pets event, and she's the new one, and she's just insane. Very fun hero to play with offensively, very good on defense, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot of her as well. We are facing Kobier for the first time in a very, very, very long time. They're back from the dead. They redid their alliance, got it back up and running, and happy for them, and I am happy to beat them down. Hopefully they'll stay at the top and we can crush them every few weeks. Alright, what's new? Seasonal Summon, Yukinen, we went over. Aino, she's pretty cool. I think last month we went over her and Kullervo. All pretty good heroes in there. Underwild. Iuda, however you say her name. Her original hit 450, dealt 500 extra if it had boosted health. They gave her a big nerf to her initial hit and a big increase to the extra damage. Against people like Granny, I think she'll be usable, but I won't say good. I ended up pulling Octros this morning on some coins, which was awesome. He is not emblemed for all attack on the costume side. He's missing 1, 2, 3 attack paths, so he'll be well over 1,100 if emblemed correctly. I don't know that I will emblem him correctly, but getting him up to 85 just because his original side was already done, and this costume hits a ton, 440% as to opposed to 340 where he already hit hard. Octros is a beast in his costume, and I really, 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 really like him. I just got done with a Becky, working on her emblems now. And I'm in the process of working on a Sha Wu Jing. Besides that, I don't have many projects. If we go through my teams, these are some of my war teams that I use. I'm up to everybody except one person to the LB2 point. So these teams are pretty strong all around the 6,000 team power range. So allows to overpower the defense with tile power, and their specials do a ton of damage. You guys have seen this one quite often. This is quite a fun team. This is the new team I made with Luna, Double Forces, Phonexa, and Aradia. I've been playing with this team a ton, and it is so fun, and it is so good. Wrong troop there, but a very, very good, solid team, and it's a lot of fun to play with. You guys all know this team, my Triple Jove team. Good old reliable Hippo, Milena, Becky team. You guys have seen this for a while now. And I have been working on some heroes to duplicate it. So instead of Hawthorne and Camilla, I have here a Julius and a Sharon. But same thing, Hippo, Milena, and Becky. So we'll run this for the first time this war, but same team concept, and it should be quite good. And then this team you guys have been seeing since the War of Three Kingdoms portal came out with Sha Wu Jing. This team is just crazy good, and I know a lot of people are like, well, they're slow, nine-headed beasts. Yes, they are. But these heroes gain mana, or have the ability to gain mana, when a buff or a positive stack is applied to them. So the neat thing about this team is right away from the beginning, they're all LB2, so they all get a sort of buff. He gets ailment immunity. He gets a health regen. So right away, they all have a chance of getting a buff. Once Grandma fires, if we get 6 green tiles, my average hero Sha Wu Jing could be ready if those buffs apply. So this is a deadly team. Once you take a couple out, those 9-headed beasts, they could hit 2 or 3. They just absolutely destroy. So while this looks like a funny team, a crazy team, maybe a slow, underpowered team, this is one of my favorite teams to play with, and it can absolutely destroy the opponent. So that's the theory behind that team. Most wars it works. I think it's failed a time or two, but overall this is a really super strong team. That's it for war teams. As you can see, my third Sha Wu Jing there is actually my 4th, because I have a 3rd completed here. Yes, I love that hero a lot. He is very, very, very good. And yes, I plan on maxing a 4th, taking him to 85 for now. Once I have some alphas to spare, I will LB2 them. But very, 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 very good heroes. Here you guys see some Titan heroes, and then getting down to some more LB2 heroes. Some of these for rush, some of these were defense heroes. A lot of them, like Tremor, is a specialized hero that is for Equalizer, War Tank. He's a absolute beast and a nightmare. No better word to describe him than nightmare. As an Equalizer War Tank, he will destroy your whole team, heal his own team up when that Equalizer goes off, and can end that match super quickly. Not much else new here. I think you guys have seen all of this. Yes, I did bring all of my Kullervos up. I have 3 of those. They are great heroes. I especially like the fact on Kullervo that now the target gets the most damage and the random enemy gets minor damage. It was kind of hard to determine who was going to get the big damage, but now you can just target who you want to get the big damage. Going through some other my heroes. A lot of these I never use. I'm up to over 270 maxed 5-star heroes, which most of them never ever see a war. I did just max a Tedasheri. Who else? I did finish a 3rd Colon and a 2nd Grim for events. Grim for Mythic Titan also. Odette. Let's talk about her for a minute. Good hero. She can be a pain. I had her at 90, and I did reset her. I found myself never using her. A little bit too passive of a hero, relying on a what-if chance, and was super stoked when I got her, but kind of disappointed overall with how she turned out. And that's about it. Let's get on to some other things besides heroes. Museum is up to 616. I've been working on some costumes such as Quintus and also my Elena I just did. There's times that I will just max a hero just to max it for the museum at this point. I will never use Elena, but I did max her just to max her. So that's that. Soul Exchange. Probably one of the absolute most disappointing Soul Exchanges. Viscaro's just a completely underpowered hero at this point. He was just a hero of the month. Peridot is a good value at 10. I did previously have him already. Never use him, so I chose to skip on him. This guy is just an absolute waste. I guess he's okay for Rush Wars if facing Mother North or something, but besides that, just a joke. She's not good, and I think everybody that's been playing has a bunch of her. Seashat at 15, if you don't have her, is an amazing hero. Seashat was my second 5-star hero that I ever got. My first was Athena. I started playing the month that Seashat was featured as a hero of the month, and I fell in love with her quickly. She's just a beast, and she hit super hard, and her minion at 15% back then was so bulky. By today's standards, it's nothing, and she's quite an underpowered hero. With her costume, it makes it a little better. She dispels first and then damages. Her minion regenerates every 3 turns. I have a special place in my heart for Seashat because she was my second hero besides Athena. So those two heroes I love so much. But I did not take her. I do have a duplicate I've never actually leveled. Wolfgang is, and I'm sorry if this offends you, but Wolfgang's a joke. Down in the mid levels, Wolfgang can be viable, but at a top level alliance, he's absolute trash. Kongalach can be very good. He can deal 1550 to a Titan. So if on a blue Titan per se, especially the Mythic Titan, where you can't bring a defense down or an elemental defense down, JFOS in our alliance runs a dual Kongalach, and it does decently. I chose not to get him. I do have only one of him. I do have it at 85, but the reason I chose not to get him is I run a bunch of Pengi teams for Mythic Titan, so I did opt and not get him. Asterius is a good hero, can give the defense down and the burn. Again, an older hero, underpowered hero by today's standards. I have one. I have extras. Chose not to get him. Glenda, I have 3 of her at 85. I don't see the need for a 4th. I do have one at 1-1 if I ever wanted to bring. For Mythic Titan, I do believe many people would choose her. She pairs with Pengi phenomenally. But I have enough of her. Chose not to get her. Khonshu hits hard. When he came out, was such an OP hero. You can use him with Xenol and get kind of like a loop going with him. Very good hero still, but I have multiples of him. Chose not to go with him. Professor, I've got one maxed, one at 70, and a couple at 1-1. Good hero. If it was her costume, 100% I would have taken that. I do not have her costume. I would love her costume. But it is just regular Professor, so I did not take her. Liu Bei, I have one of. I have another one at 1-1. He's still today a very good hero. If you use him with an Evelyn, you can do tremendous damage. His counterattack minions are great. Used to use him a lot on my Lady of the Lake, Krampus, and Pengi with Toxicandra. Very good hero. Have him already, so I did not take him. Hohenwerf. I took Hohenwerf. Why? It's the only hero that I did not have. Is he good? He's fast. He's a little underpowered by today's standards. 450 to the target. Summons a fiend. 30% of the owner's max health is not a lot. The fiend does cause a mindless attack. So it's pretty good, especially at fast speed. Gargoyle Fiend explodes after 4 turns, dealing 150 damage to its target. Not a whole lot. Not a great hero. Pretty solid hero. I may not ever max him, but I took Hohenwerf strictly for the fact that he was the only hero that I did not have, and as you guys know, I like to collect heroes, and that's that. Quentin, great hero, absolutely great hero. Have one maxed, have multiple extras, did not take him. I would say overall quite underwhelming for a Soul Exchange waiting so long to give us these heroes when in the past they've had heroes like Ludwig and things like that, where, I mean, that's a no-brainer. I actually didn't take Ludwig from that. I believe I took Loki from that portal. But, Ludwig is a top hero, rush defense, and a lot of offense. He's still viable with a Xenophod. Overall, pretty disappointed with the selection, and wish they gave us a little more to choose from here. Let's get into this. Mighty Pets, typically I push top 10 on rare. I didn't this time. I've been top 10 a couple times on rare. I completed it, and I did not play it anymore. 634,000, almost 635. I'm fine with it. I was 20th. A little over 17,000 away from 10th. I could have easily pushed and got it, but I wasn't too concerned. Legendary, I felt quite low. The last day I just improved one stage. I just wanted top 100. I wasn't concerned about going for top 10. I had the Bubbles avatar. Been there, done that, and no reason to push for top 10. Duty Calls hanging on by a thread there at number 100. So, yeah, I'm happy. I was top 100. Just improved a few levels to secure it, and I'm good with that. Epic is what I focused on. I took number 1 by 10,500. I've taken 3rd and 4th and on this event in Epic, shooting for this Cupcake avatar, and this time I got it. My new name is Colonel Indiana Cupcake, and you could see that's one of the teams I used. One of the teams I used more was Dolgoon, Franz, Elmer, and 2 Caedmon. And that's actually a much stronger team than this is. Though it requires a lot more mana, with Dolgoon having to go to a second charge. But I mean, if the board's there, it's there, and he's going to charge anyways. Him and Franz are super slow. But it is what it is. That was actually one of my better teams, and I am just super happy that we finally got number 1 on this Pets event. I do believe it's the last time that they're going to have this event. They're going towards the new events, the Masked Gods, and all of that. I'm sure they will roll this into one of the challenge events and have it there. So it may be the last time that avatar is available. So I'm super happy to get it this time. And I think it's pretty cute. So I'm going to leave my name, Colonel Indiana Cupcake, for a little bit. And it's all good. What else? Tournament, I did not do well in this week. I took top 5%. I did a rainbow team, and I used it for every hit, no matter what. And if I tried, I could have done better, but wasn't too concerned with it. This path, I'm up to here on. And then this path I have completed. What else? I think that's about it. I know some of you have been asking to see some Titan teams. Titan teams here. Attack booster, extra increased damage, defense down, elemental defense down, and a tile enhancer. That's what every one of my teams is. You'll see the the same thing on every one of my teams. Attack booster, extra damage, elemental defense, normal defense, and tile enhancer. They're all built the same way. And they're all very solid. So I think that's about it for now. I do appreciate you guys watching. We just leveled up. We're 161 now. Getting close to 5,000 Titans defeated. And that's about it, guys. Can't think of anything else. But, as always, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. And if your friends haven't seen my YouTube, share it with them. I was on the forum the other day, and people were asking for help. And I said, oh, watch... I use that hero all the time in wars. Watch my video, and you'll see it. And people are like, oh, I didn't know you had a YouTube. So feel free to share my videos, and I would appreciate that. And until next time, guys, nuts out.